Hello! It's Thursday morning, the 27th of February 2020. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk. Here we are for another little chit-chat on a rather cold, but there's snow outside today. Snow, dear. Snow has fallen. Perhaps it'll kill off some of that coronavirus, dear, that we're all so worried about. Snow is falling, and it's going to get worse. Oh, yes, already I have a weather report flooding in here to the studios of United Kingdom Talk. Snow is falling across the UK as Britain braces for White Thursday chaos, which sounds a very, very racist thing to me for the Daily Mirror to be publishing. White Thursday, that is disgusting. Racism in the Daily Mirror, boys and girls, of all papers that Labour bastion, that Labour bastion of propaganda, the Daily Mirror is out with racist comments this morning. White Thursday, they call it. We're not having any of that, dear. Not on this programme. Everyone is welcome, no matter where they are. Even Gemma Collins is welcome to this show, boys and girls. I shan't be reading any of her messages. They probably won't wake up. And can she write? I don't know. She can't act. She can't sing. She doesn't look good. Can she write? I don't know. There is Gemma Collins news coming up in today's show exclusively on this programme, as mentioned in one of the newspapers. Anyway, snow is falling across the UK as Britain braces for, we call it Snowy Thursday. White Thursday. Racist. Dramatic pictures show snow settling across the UK with some businesses forced to close. There is a little bit of snow coming down at the moment. My mate loves it. I hate it. I hate snow. Absolutely hate snow. My mate loves it, but it is coming down only a little bit, a tiny little bit. It won't settle here, I don't think. Forecasters say up to 5 centimetres. Again, what's that? You know, can we please have inches, dear? We don't know what 5 centimetres is. What is that? Is that big? Is it that big? What is it? 5 centimetres could fall in some areas. British people have shared images of... That's what they are, British. That's better. Not white. British, dear. British people have shared images of the wintry scenes they've woken up to this morning with a band of snow stretching across large parts of the country. I think I need to send this this news report from the Daily Mirror to Diane Abbott. She needs to take this up. She's very good at the whole that's racist type thing, isn't she? Diane Abbott needs to be informed of this. I'm going to send it to her now. One moment, please. Let's send this to Diane Abbott now. Has she got a Twitter? Has she got one? Has Diane Abbott got a Twitter? Let's have a look. Diane Abbott. Oh, hang on. Hackney Abbott. There she is. Oh, what? That's a nice picture of her. I must say that. Can we tweet to her? How do I tweet to someone? How do I do? Oh, here we go. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Diane Abbott. How do I tweet? Oh, don't I do an at Diane at Hackney Abbott? All right, let's try that. Let's see if she replies. Hackney. Oh, there it is. At Hackney Abbott. Disgusting race. Is that with an E? Racist comment in your very own Daily Mirror today, calling it White Thursday. Outrage. R-A-G rage. Outraged? Yeah. Please take this up. There you go, lovey. One moment, please. Pasting the link. Disgusting, racist. Oh, no, I don't think it's got an E in it. That don't look right. 1 minute. Yes, racist comment in your very own Daily Mirror today, calling it White Thursday. Outraged. Please take this up. Tweeting. There you go. Let's see if she follows that one up. Well, a very good morning to you on this very cold day, boys and girls. That's the weather story this morning. The Gemma Collins thing I've got for you today. There she is. It's in the Sun this morning, and she says, "I want to meet you." But we don't want to meet you, lovey. Please go to whatever large mansion you've got, close the door and don't come out again. And please, no television cameras, dear. We don't want to see you. Gemma Collins has insisted lizard people... Lizard people. This is in the Sun. Gemma Collins has insisted lizard people live among us on Earth and travel around in secret tunnels. This is very strange and mysterious. Strange and very mysterious. Gemma Collins has insisted they are secretly living on Earth and travel around in a network of underground tunnels. You've only got to go on the tube and see them all, dear. There's some very, very strange people on the tubes. Some people ride on the tubes to pick people up for it, you know. The gays do that. I've seen them on there, looking at each other. Why do they never look at me? Is there a reason for that? They do. They go and pick people up on the tube for... Yes. The 39-year-old star... 39, dear. The 39-year-old star says in the Sun, "I believe there are lizards living above us." There's one of the most hideous photos of her in this paper that I've ever seen in my life. My God, they must have used a wide-angle lens on that one. Do these humans, who appear to be humans and look like us and act like us, go into tunnels where their human faces, their human bodies, do they retract back into being lizards when they go into the tunnels? That is the question. That is the question. In comments that had echoes of conspiracy theorist David Icke, he used to be on Grandstand. You remember that? Bum bum ba da ba 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 da 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 da. That one. "I want to meet you," she says. "I want to touch you. I want to smell you." Oh, bleh. I wonder what she smells like, Gemma Collins. It's either like a musty smell or she's absolutely caked herself in perfume. I hate that, don't you? You know when you're out somewhere and some actually one fellas as well, they absolutely stink of like 3 gallons of either perfume or aftershave, or both in some cases. It's the strangest thing ever. You know, my sister tries all this stuff, perfume and all that, and she still smells bad. I don't understand that. Anyway, she says, speaking on her... she hasn't got a BBC podcast, has she? You must... there's another photo of her looking even worse than the first one. My God, what has she done to her face? It's all puffy, dear. I think it's full of chips. She's storing chips for the winter. Well, she should be letting them go now. It is winter. She's got chips in her cheeks. Speaking on her BBC podcast... I'm a BBC person myself, as you well know now. You know, I'm still waiting for the little 3 BBCs in the bottom end of this. I'm going to put them there. I don't know if I should put them there when I get the BBC little squares. You know, BBC. Should I put them there? What about there? Or shall I put them there or there or there or there? Well, I'm not quite sure where to put my BBC logo when it comes. You know, I think they're doing me 2. One for Berkshire and one for Lincolnshire. Anyway, she's got her own BBC podcast. She says, "I'm not letting this tunnel life go. I personally need my own tunnels." I think you've got a very large tunnel, my dear. Sorry. Will we ever get to see these secret tunnels? Oh, God, I hope we don't see your secret tunnels, my love. I can't think of anything worse. I've seen some very, very dodgy videos, dear, but the last thing I'd ever want to see is any of your tunnels, Gemma Collins. Thank you very much. Who's in these tunnels? Can you get food and drink and glass of champagne in these tunnels? That's what she wants to know, with emphasis on the word food. Early in the podcast, she spoke about her belief that the royals, including the Queen, land of hope and glory, are shuttled about in secret passages below London. It's all very scary down in the tunnels, you know. The tunnels of London, they're all waiting to get us. Yes, Gemma Collins is in the tunnels of London and she is waiting to eat you. The Sun Online revealed yesterday that Gemma Collins was due to fly out to China. Yes! Bye-bye! Never to appear on our television sets again. Oh, please let there be a God. I even went to Ash Wednesday Mash yesterday and prayed for this. The Sun Online revealed yesterday that Gemma Collins was due to fly out to China to film for a new reality show. Oh, no, but she's had to scrap the plans due to the coronavirus. Who told her that was there? They lying, Gemma. It's a lovely place. Hawaii is quite a nice place as well. Hawaii. Get cheap mobile phones there. She says, I was supposed to be going to China this month, but with the coronavirus, I don't want to risk it. Then again, when it's your time, it's your time. Gemma, it's your time. Go, dear. Go before you break my heart once. But one warning, a super chat has arrived in the studio, boys and girls, for £4.99. He's using a VPN. What the hell's that? He's using a VPN so I can imitate the UK... Give me another chance. Pardon? Who was that? I don't know what the... Siri just spoke to me. Did you hear it? I wonder if that was Gemma Collins. She's hacked into my mobile phone. Gemma Collins has hacked into the mobile phone. Super. What can I get for $4.99? You can have a keyring. You can have a keyring. I think for $4.99 you can have a keyring and some stickers. Would you like that? 2 stickers and a keyring? Would you like that? What else have I got here? For $4.99, I think that's all I've got at the moment. Because we've got... Oh, no, you can have a badge. Have you got a Super Chat badge? Have you got one of these yet? Super Chat badges. Super Chat badges. You can have a Super Chat badge. And you can have a key ring. Yeah. Actually, you can have both. $4.99 gets you both, dear. Yes. Or you could have one of those and 2 stickers or one of those and 2 stickers. Is that okay? Is that all right? I think that's all we've got at the moment for $4.99. We're lacking prizes at the moment. We're not here to make money, dear. Not here to make money. There you go. All right. So there we are. All right. That's it there. So you can have those things. Anyway, watch out for the Gemma Collins, boys and girls. She's hiding around in tunnels and things like that. Okay. Right, gang, let's read some of your messages this morning. Very good morning to Gareth Loxon. Morning, Gareth. Fran Green in the house. Hello, Fran. There's the lovely Rachel. Mick Davenport. Michael Pullman. Morning to lovely Mandy. Jerry Millen in the house. There is Tony King. Mike Reese Ponto. Bonjour to you, sir. Gavin Bass in the house. Michael Lawrence is there. Hello. Rachel loves the dramatic intro music. Have you not heard that before, Rachel? Yeah, we've had that for a while now. I love it. The music at the beginning, at the end. We like to be dramatic. I do have a new piece of music for when we return to our Lincolnshire television studio complex, but it's got to be put to music, to pictures. You know, little video bits, and I haven't got any of those yet, unless I use the old ones, and I'd like to go out and do some new ones, so not quite got that. And it's very different to that one. It's much lighter. And as I listen to it, I really want a drone to sort of fly over areas, but I don't have one of those. I gather you can hire someone to do that, to actually turn up with a really expensive, because I wouldn't want to buy an expensive drone, because I don't think I'd use it much. You know, one of those things you'd use a couple of times and then put back in the box. And I think it would be a bit of a waste of money. But I gather you can hire someone, you know, with a like top, probably £5,000 drone to come round and film what you want them to film and then give you the film. I think you can pay someone to do that, which I might look into. There we are. Let's have a look there. Michael Bowman. There's, I said hello to Michael Pullman. No snow where Fran is yet. I hope it doesn't come to you, Fran. We don't like the snow. We don't like the cold. Don't like anything like that. I don't understand these people who go, I was going to say snowbathing then. Not snowbathing, but on skiing trips and things like that. Now, I did work for many years actually in various different skiing resorts in France and Italy, doing some comparing and DJing there quite a long time ago now. But and I had all my skiing stuff paid for. I tried it once. I just, what's all this about? I didn't like it. I hated having those boots on my feet. I absolutely hated having those blooming great big, very uncomfortable boots on my. I just didn't take to it. So I just did it once, and then that was it really. But talking of skiing, there's a couple here who are a little bit a bit selfish, I think. See what you think about this. This couple that have just been to northern Italy, where they got a big coronavirus problem at the moment. It's in the Daily Mail today. Zara Phillips and her husband will not self-isolate despite returning from virus-hit northern Italy last week. The Queen's granddaughter and partner Mike Tyndall have reportedly opted not to quarantine themselves. They're not going to quarantine themselves because they are not showing symptoms. Well, I mean, you know, anyone sensible would know by now that apparently these symptoms don't show for 2 weeks. And in which time you can be infecting other people. I quite like that word. It doesn't sound nasty, does it? There's certain words sound nasty, like abortion, murder. 2 really horrible words that I really hate using. I'm just using it for demonstration purposes now. But the word infection, I quite like that word. Do you know? There's something about that word that's got a nice little ring to it. Like you are being infected with this programme this morning. Coming to you live from the Mirable studio in Royal Berkshire. Anyway, they've returned from a ski trip, which is in one of Italy's worst hit regions of coronavirus. This bloke is a former England rugby player, shared several photos of their trip last week. I have to say, not particularly photogenic people, but there we are. We can't all be photogenic, can we? All of you, very photogenic, I have to say, all of you. Me, not so much. But there we go. He captioned the post, great trip watching the England skiing, lots of laughs and pictures he put up there. A spokesman for the couple said they were not following official government advice and health guidelines, but as they do not currently have any symptoms, they will not be going into self-isolation. You know, those sort of people. I do what I want. Those sort of people. Not interested in anyone else. What about all the other people that are possibly now infected? No, not bothered. We do what we want. Those sort of people. There's plenty of those around, I'll tell you that now. Their decision not to self-quarantine comes as the schoolfellow royals Prince George and Prince Charlotte attend. The school that they attend has sent 4 pupils home and into self-isolation. Children at the school, I think it's in Battersea, had recently been on a trip to northern Italy. So there we are, you know, I mean, you know the sort of people. Sod everyone else, I'll do what I want. Not very good, I don't think. Not very good at all. I don't know what you think about that. If you'd have been to northern Italy, what would you have done? Would you have self-isolated for 2 weeks? A bit. If you live in a flat, and I know many of you too, perhaps some of you live in, I think one or two of you live in a room. To self-isolate in that room or flat for 2 whole weeks, that is some hard doing, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's all right for me. I can just walk out into the back garden. You know, even if it's freezing cold, I can walk out to the back garden. You know, it's all right. If you're in a flat, different thing altogether. Yeah, I've got 3 bedrooms here. Flat's a different thing altogether. You'd feel very claustrophobic, I think, in a flat. Possibly not as claustrophobic as you're feeling a coffin. You know, in a flat, I don't think I'd like to be self-isolated, really. But I doubt very much that them two live in flats. Probably a large mansion, somewhere like that. I don't know. Good morning to Diane Jeb. Good morning, Diane. Tony King in the house this morning. Hello to you, sir. Joey is there. Ray Reynolds, you don't get anything for centimetres. Not in this game. That's very good, Ray. No centimetres on this programme. A very good morning to Paul Jordan. Welcome to the show, Paul. Claire's there. Claire is in the house. Now, we did this sleep thing on the show on Tuesday. There was a story in one of the papers suggesting on another way, if you have trouble sleeping, to try this different method that we did on Tuesday. If you missed a show, just look it up, United Kingdom Talk on YouTube. If you ever miss a show, just type in the whole title and it'll come up. United Kingdom Talk, Tuesday the 25th of February 2020. Was it Tuesday? I think, something like that. And it'll come up. But Claire tried this. She says, "Good morning, Chris. Breathing deeply to get to sleep didn't work. Didn't like holding my breath for 7 counts, then letting it out for 8. Works in the daytime, but not at night. No, I don't like holding my breath either, Claire. You know, I could never go down a pothole because if the water came in, I'd say, oh, you're going to hold your breath for 30 seconds. Pff, no chance, mate. No chance. Didn't those little boys, do you remember the little boys in, was it Vietnam? Now, where was that now? There was some mining accident. Bolivia, somewhere like that. I can't remember. Some mining accident a couple of years ago. Not mining accident, but the accident where little boys had gone potholing, hadn't they? And they got stuck because the water level rose. Didn't they have to hold their breath for something like 2 minutes? I mean, how'd you do that? How can you hold your breath for 2 minutes? I couldn't do that. What's the longest you can hold your breath? Do it. Go on, do it. Oh, we might do that tonight, actually. Holding your breath. Let's do that tonight. Let's do that tonight. We've got the phone-in show tonight. Okay? Your breath tonight. Holding your breath. How long? We'll do that tonight. Try it out throughout the course of the day. See if you can, how long you can hold your breath and time it and come back to us. Okay, let us know. All right? Merlin, a very good morning to the lovely Merlin. Merlin, I've still got your yellow fridge magnet, which are no longer available. People are offering me very large sums of money for that yellow fridge magnet here. But do not worry, it's yours, waiting to be collected. Or I can deliver it. I can put it in the post for you, no problem at all, darling. Don't worry about that first-class stamp that I have to shell out with my very own money to post in a letterbox, even more than it was last week. Good morning, Sue LaBelle. Your emerald-eyed beefcake of magic is with you once again this morning. Hello, my dear. Mick says, we've got that other weirdo, Greta Thunberg, coming to Bristol today. Oh, dear, what's she doing there? You won't have any lights on tonight, you know. That Greta, watch out for Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg is on her way to Bristol today. Yes. She goes around, you know what she does, don't you? I heard on the grapevine, Greta Thunberg, she goes around, she starts cutting people's wires. She does. Watch out for Greta Thunberg. She goes round, she starts cutting cables and things like that. I haven't seen it with my own eyes, no. It's only hearsay. It's allegedly. Greta Thunberg, she arrives, usually by foot. She walked across to London. That took her 6 months. I don't know how she got across the English Channel, dear. I think she swims from, where is it? She's from Sweden. So she walks through the other various countries. Now, my geography isn't very good. I'll be honest with you. I got unclassified for geography. Unclassified. It was not really unclassified, actually. If you are of a certain age, then you will remember O-levels. Do you remember O-levels? Who remembers the O-levels? You remember O-levels. And there were different grades. They were A, B, C, D, E, and U. And a lot of people thought the U was unclassified, as I just forgot myself, as I mentioned a moment ago. No, it means ultra clever. I don't know why it's at the bottom. It should be U, A, B, C, D, E. You know what the people are like at school. Oh, wow, have you seen my results? I got A in this and A in that. And I proudly mentioned, I was the only person in the class to get U for geography. And religious education and maths as well, I think. I wasn't very good at maths, but I guarantee you, if you ever owe me money, I will remember it. Okay? I might not be able to divide and subtract, but I can add up, and I'm adding up at the moment the money that you owe me. Anyway, so I got you for geography, which means ultra clever. So little Greta, she comes out of her house in Sweden, which is incidentally, I've heard that she's trying to move out of her parents' house, which is like a normal type house. Possibly that's something that you or I would live in. She comes out of that house, right, and she wants to live in a little wooden shed. A little wooden shed that she wants. No heating, no light, no carpets. It's a wooden shed placed on a piece of grass. And now and again, she's already decided to move the wooden shed so that it doesn't kill the grass, because that itself is letting air into the atmosphere. It is. Did you know that? No, didn't even know that, did you? Where you're sitting there. Even if you've got a plant pots outside your house, you can do your bit for the environment. Absolutely. Get that plant pot, go down to your local garden centre, many different gardens, or order them on the online thing. And get yourself a packet of grass seeds. Sprinkle them over that little pot, and then when it germinates, quickly put it outside, and you may stop the earth overheating just by your small pot of grass seeds. Germinating. Oh, and it's so much pleasure in watching little seeds germinating. Almost like watching someone having a baby, which I don't desire to do myself, to be honest. I gather it's a very messy experience. Quite painful as well. Ah, get it out! Ah! Ah! Oh! No, you won't get any of that noise if you're germinating grass seeds. I would recommend that you germinate grass seeds instead of going to watch your missus or someone else's missus having a baby. Not a pleasant experience. Oh my God, and the mess I haven't seen myself. I will not watch those videos, I'm sorry. Anyway, back to little Greta Thunberg. She comes out of her house in Sweden and she starts walking because she's booked to be in Bristol. She's booked to be in Bristol and she comes out of the house. She walks across all these other countries. Now remember, I got you for geography. So she walks across all these other countries to get here, from Sweden to Australia. Then she crosses over to China. I hope she's got tissues with her. I hope she's got a gas mask with her. Not a gas mask. What's it called? An infection mask. I hope she's got one of those on, dear, while she's walking in China. Or she may not make it, dear. Very, very important to wear that mask. And then she swims across various small things of water, like the Pacific Ocean. Then she arrives in London. She swims down the Thames, spitting out the pollution, you know, and the tin cans as she goes. Then she walks through London, taking in the sights as she goes. Walks through London, walks along one of the motorways, is it the M5, down to Bristol. And then she starts. As she gets into Bristol, before her big thing today, when she gets into Bristol, she starts. She climbs up. This has been reported. I can't remember who. I saw it on the internet, so it must be true. Anything you see on the internet must be true. Those idiots that copy and paste everything onto their Facebook wall because they haven't got anything to say themselves. Yep, they have said that she has been spotted climbing up electricity pylons. And I would recommend, boys and girls, that you don't try this yourself. Or if you do, get an adult to do it with you. John Noakes was very good at climbing up these sort of things. John Noakes, of course, the head of Blue Pit. A lot of people thought it was Biddy Baxter. No, it wasn't. It was John Noakes. We want John Noakes. Sadly, no longer with us, unfortunately. He lost his... oh, that was sad. He lost his head a bit, didn't he, in Spain. Anyway. Yep. She climbs up electricity pylons and she brings out a small pair of nail scissors and then cuts the wires. And she looks down and all the lights go out. Save the planet, she says. She comes down the pylons and then moves on to the gas pipes. And she has a piece of chewing gum. And she's chewing this gum. Greta Thunberg. She's chewing this chewing gum like that. And then quickly she cuts a gas pipe in half. Again, don't try this yourself unless you have a responsible adult with you, boys and girls. She chews that gum, cuts the pipe, and then pushes her chewing gum in the gas pipes, and suddenly no one's got any heating. Not content with that, she then finds a concrete building and then kicks it down. Kicks it. Concrete. Very bad for the environment. And then she turns up at a place where she's going to do speeches and that, and can't understand why no one else has turned up to see her. Except a group of school children who want a day off. That is Greta Thunberg. She is coming to Bristol today. I would stay away if I were you, because there won't be any electricity, any heating. All the fast food places will be closed. You won't be able to get your fried chicken, my dear. Good God, no. You will have to eat grass. And then she doesn't like that either, apparently, people eating grass, because then you are removing the Earth's way of replenishing oxygen into the atmosphere. Some of you need more replenishing than others, by the look of it from here. Watch out for Greta Thunberg. She is taking over. She is very strange and mysterious. Greta Thunberg. Strange and mysterious. Little Greta, bless her heart. She does what she thinks is right, like the rest of us, I think, really. She does what she thinks is right. Let's have a look. Merlin says the GC smells like the perfume department in Debenhams. Oh, it's awful. I can't stand perfume. Oh, I hate it. Isn't it horrible stuff, perfume? Mick, no puffed cheeks, Chris. She's just big. That's what Mick... That's not coming from me. Mick said that. Fat. He used the word fat. That's it. I'm going to send that'll be another message to Diane Abbott later. She'll deal with you, Mick. She don't muck around, Diane Abbott. No. So that's 2 emails I'm going to have to send now to Diane Abbott. So Diane Abbott, and then, there's some emails from Chris. Oh, there's one. There's 500 emails here from Chris as the 2 emails arrive. She's not very good at maths, bless her heart, darling. I think she got E for maths, Diane Abbott. Can I tell you something? I like Diana. I think she's wonderful. You see, I like characters. I like proper characters, and I don't care what side of the fence you're on or what political party you're in. I love characters. I'm not keen on the Corbyn bloke. I think he's a miserable git. I'm sorry, I do. I don't think Diane is miserable. I reckon if you got Diane in a bar, she would be an absolute scream. I'd love her to come to my karaoke nights, where she might be someone who can sing in tune, unlike the rest of most of them, dear. God's sake. I mean, Ray Reynolds is with us this morning. He does happy songs, doesn't he, Ray Reynolds? But are any of the notes correct? That is the question. Mandy says, say it like it is. Gemma Collins or Little Miss Nobody is fat. Oh, my God. That's 2 people that have used the word fat. Not me. I'm just passing on the message. Not me. YouTube people who are checking this show for anything that is full of hate are incorrect. This is not me with these messages. It's these people. Ban them, YouTube. Mandy and Mick Davenport. They need to be banned from this channel. Nothing to do with me. I'm just that don't shoot the messenger. Good morning to Mark Bowles. Good morning, Mark. Merlin, I've always wondered what Diane Abbott smells like. Probably cheap wine and shame. She would. I think you'd like a night out with Diane. I would. Good morning to Amelia Dodd, joining us this morning. Morning to you. Congratulations to Mark, who won his darts competition last night. Oh, I'd like to see you in action, Mark. Is there any little videos of you throwing those little pricks at the board? Can we see that, please? Have you got special dart? So, professional dart players, not just professional, but people who play darts on a regular basis, they have their own darts, don't they? Oh, they won't use the pub ones. Oh, I've got my little box of darts. How much is professional darts? I must have a look immediately. Hope you can join us tonight, boys and girls. We've got the phone in tonight. And then if you're going to phone in, for God's sake, be interesting. You know, oh, just rung up to say hello. What's the point of that? Don't ring if you've got nothing to say. I don't need anyone to ring in. I'm quite happy to sit here and talk for hours. Hours, dear. Hours. I'm not going to run out of things to say. But the phone lines will be open if you are an interesting person. And quite frankly, I'm looking down this list at the moment. I can't see anyone there who I would want to ring in tonight. But if you have anything interesting to say tonight, then please feel free to ring in. Now, hang on. Professional darts buy. Let's have a look how much professional darts. I bet they're really dear. Professional dart set, £10. I don't think so. I don't think so. Shopping. Professional darts, £22. No, that don't sound right. I'm expecting to see something here like that's 500 quid. Here we go. 105. Oh no, that's a darts tournament set. £105. £11.98. £15. £20. £45. Okay, here we're going up now. We're going up. Hang on. How much? Oh, let's try it. How much does a professional darts player spend on darts? £89. Oh, that's steel tip darts. 1850. Have we not got a story there or something? I don't know. Mark must know. Oh, how much should you practice? It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Well, the dearest ones there I found were about 100 quid. I thought they'd be something dearer than that, you know. How much, Mark? Have you got your own little set? I bet he's got his own little set of darts. A little pink box. Little pink box with fur around it, you know, from a dead cat. So don't throw cats away when they're dead. You can use all the fur and that. Gloves, shoes, snow boots, or darts cover cases like what Mark's got. Mark goes out looking for dead cats so he can put them around his little pink dart box, haven't you, Mark? How lovely. How lovely. Let's have a look. Dr. Gregorian has sent that super chat there. Thank you very much. VPN. I'm not quite sure what VPN is. That's virtual something rather, isn't it? Good morning to Liz Hargreaves, who's off to post her YouTube channel. Good morning to you. Ellie has lots of offers. We don't see Ellie on here anymore. She's got loads of blokes now. Is that what it is? Which she obtained by watching this channel. Liz was always after men. Insatiable, I think is the word, or unsatisfied. She could never find satisfaction until she came to this channel. She was here about 2 weeks, and we mentioned her a few times. She had loads of offers, and she's busy going through them at the moment. Is our Ellie. Lovely. Virtual private network. Is that what it is? Thank you very much. Just a moment. Let's just scroll up there. Where are we now? Where did we get to? Always a lot of people there this morning, isn't there? Rachel. There's Martin Butler in there. Oh, gosh, we have been chatting a lot this morning. Morning to Adrian Richardson. Simon's still there. There's Vectis. Good morning. I wonder if the reptiles in tunnels can get the coronavirus. Perhaps they are spreading it. Well, you don't know that. That's a very good point. I think you should do a whole show on that. You should pop along to Vectis Radio tonight and do a special on the coronavirus and the lizards of London. Can they get to the... You see, you're perfect on the Isle of Wight. Stop the ferries. Blow them up if you have to, dear. You've got an ideal opportunity on the Isle of Wight to not have coronavirus. If only some idiot would stop the ferries and the planes flying everywhere. I mean, it's not hard. People in years to come, if this coronavirus is as bad as some people are saying, millions. If millions of people, die from it, someone in the future would say, how stupid were those people not to just stop the planes flying? Oh, but how much money will that cost us all? Be like that, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't know. You wouldn't feel a thing in a coffin, says Mandy. I hope not. All right. There, Yvonne's in a 2-bedroom flat. Joey's in a 1-bedroom flat. I don't know how you'd self-isolate. That would be really boring, wouldn't it, really? I suppose. In one of those. Good morning to Gary Butler. There's my nephew Gary, who's been around to charge up some batteries at the caravan. I'm in the Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex. Good morning to you. We'll just make a little note of something here. 14. What were we doing? Greta. I think I'll send that little bit to the BBC. The Greta Thunberg bit we did. Mikey Mike, I need that holding my breath sleep thing. Nearly put me to sleep forever. I just couldn't hold my breath for that long. 30 seconds. How anyone can do that? I mean, it's very clever, but I can't do it. Jack Matthews, good morning to Jack in Australia to you. Hello to you, sir. Talking about the cave rescue in Thailand. Was it last year or I think it was a little bit longer ago than that, Jack. The cave rescue, that's the one in Thailand. That's right, yeah. Okay. Where are we now? There's Martin back from Cyprus, where it wasn't over hot while they were in Cyprus, but it's certainly cold coming here back from Cyprus. So my sister and husband, they drove through the night light. It took them ever so long to get home. I don't know why that was. I think they stopped off somewhere. See, I can't do that. If I'm trying to go somewhere, I can't stop off somewhere for like half an hour and have something to eat. Oh no, I like to get there. I'd never get to places if I kept stopping for a vegan sausage roll from Greg's or something like that, would I? Let's just go down a little bit here. Chatting to each other. Sean got unclassified in his geography. I couldn't find the classroom where the text was being held. Is that right? Greta is meeting Mandy. She's meeting me for pain and suffering. That's what we want. Pain and suffering for Greta. She's heard how good I was at handing out the pain and suffering, and she wanted to see and feel it for herself. Oh, is she one of those? She's into the S&M, is she? Oh, one of those, dear. I thought she might be. Good morning to Paul and Lou this morning. Morning to Paul and Lou. Merlin, in other words, Greta wants to live like Gollum from the Lord of the Rings. I can do Gollum. Give me the precious, master. I must have it. Give me the precious. Where is the precious, master? I need the precious. Gollum. There's a few of those you find around chariots on a Saturday night, I tell you. Poor Michael hates gardening. You must take it up, Michael. You must go and get some plant pots immediately. Otherwise you will run out of oxygen, dear. I've got plants all round here. Can you see my plants? One moment, please. Let's go over to camera 3. Look at all my wonderful plants there. There we are. Look, we got the that one there. Well, I don't know what that is. Very pretty. We got orchids on there. There's other ones over there that you can't quite see. Can I move that? There's another one over there. See, lovely orchids. Lovely orchids. Unfortunately, the most recent orchid and Maureen bought has died. Very unusual. I think she put poison in there in the hope to kill me. That's what happened here. There must have been poison in that orchid. You see, I have to be very careful when I open fan mail. That's what people do. I opened packets the other day. There was a little bit of white stuff in there. I thought that could be, oh, what is it? I can't remember what it is now. Anthrax. Anthrax. Yes. People try and buy me a drink when I'm not stupid. But they buy me a drink while I'm DJing or doing karaoke in the hope they put that stuff in there, that date rape drug. I won't touch it. I know your game. Poison in the drink, dear. What a dreadful way to go. You got no proof. No proof. There you go, Chris. Oh, I'm just popping outside. Yeah, and then they've gone home. Hoping to see an article in the Islington Gazette that I'm dead. That's what happens. I think a fourth email to Diane Abbott is required. Yes, so take up the gardening, please, Michael. Take up the gardening if you don't mind. All right. Otherwise, we're all going to run out of oxygen, and it will be your fault, Michael. It will be your fault. Other people use up oxygen in other ways, like with farting. No, I'm not going to mention my sister. She gets very upset about that farting thing. People go on and on at her sometimes at the same thing, and she doesn't like it. And the last thing I'd ever want to do is upset my sister, because I wouldn't get my shirts done. That's why. Other people use up oxygen through farting. Myself and great nephew Harry Butler are very good at that. However, there is hope on the horizon, boys and girls. This is in this morning's Sun as well. Plane passengers and others can now pass wind without causing a stink, thanks to a banana-shaped gadget in their pants. This is in the Sun. The foam insert is worn between the buttocks. Now, there's a great word. I don't know which word I like better, infection or buttocks. How are your buttocks this morning? Are they big and spreading out? It is said to filter out fart smells and has been hailed as a game changer for air travel. I've got to say, all the times I've been on a plane, I don't think I've ever smelt someone's fart. The worst one ever in the history of farts was my nephew when he was 15 years old, and we'd all gone to Euro Disney. I'm going back here 20, about 20 years. I can't believe it's 20 years. 20 years since we went there. And we was on this train, and then this vile stink, and it was my nephew, 15. It's the worst one ever. And of course, on that Eurostar train, some idiot had the idea that you can't open any of the windows. Oh no, all sealed all sealed. Which means when the air conditioning goes down, it's so hot in there. So hot. I think that happened, actually. I'm sure that happened. Awful. It was the worst fart ever. My nephew, Gary Butler, who's with us this morning, he'd happily tell you he finds it funny. He finds it very funny. We're choking to death on this plane. Anyway, no longer. This thing is said to filter out fart smells and been hailed as a game changer for air travel. This bloke reckons he's come up trumps with the Shreddies Carbonana. He was moved to act after what he described as his own slightly uncomfortable experience on a flight to New York. Paul owns Loughborough-based Shreddies, whose managing director, Richard Woolley, said the Carbonana will improve passenger comfort for all on board. It's only £19, is lined with activated carbon cloth covered in jersey fabric and is available to be washed and reused. I suppose after a while these things absolutely stink, don't they? If they're absorbing your farts. During research, the company consulted gastroenterologist Nikit Sonpal, who told them plane cabins become pressurised, which causes swelling of the gases in the body and in turn causes excess flatulence. He said air expands at higher altitudes. Gas in our intestines expands too, up to 30% more than usual. And that air needs to go somewhere. Shreddies has developed a range of flatulence filtering products, including underwear, pyjamas and jeans. I've got some of the pants. It works. Oh yes, dear. I'll put the pants on if I'm going out somewhere. Yeah, you can fart away to your heart's content and no smell ever comes. So there you go. You need one of those. There's a couple of you on here in particular who need one of those banana-shaped fart absorbers. Thank you very much. Very good idea. Mikey Mike, I got you for geography O-level. They are same as me. But I know where all the countries are in the world. Amazes me all the uni snowflakes leave us with degrees. They haven't got a clue about anything, mate. Those people leaving university, they are far, far more intelligent than me or you, Mikey Mike. But put them out on the street, they haven't got a clue about anything at all. If it's not been in one of their books, they can't work out in their tiny little brains how to deal with situations. Ridiculous. How did we come to this? God's sake. Let's have a look. Let's just scroll down a little bit. We're going, Well, we're getting well behind here. Let's just let's start at the bottom actually and move up and see what we got. Yes, you're staying at the Premier Inn. I've got that written down in my diary actually. May 15 and 16. 15 and 6. May 15 and 16. Oh, hang on, that's March. I'm looking at the wrong one there. May 15 and... I've got that there, 15 and 16. I'm certainly there on the 15th, maybe not the 16th, because it's Eurovision. I quite like to have that off for a change and watch it on my large television at home, rather than with loads of people who we can't hear the blooming telly properly. Things like that. Are you using your large? My large what? Am I using my large what? Farts are good. They are designed for deaf people. They certainly are. Awful things. Yvonne, my husband farts in the shop and walks off. This woman blames me. Does she? There you go. Gary's answering that there. Jack, Perth, Western Australia has had a series of thunderstorms over the last 3 days. Very strong winds, a bit of damage to different suburbs and towns. Awful. Morning to Colin K. Hello to Colin. No, Michael, I won't be accepting drinks off anyone, Michael. No, won't be accepting drinks off you. You're trying to murder me, dear. Trying to murder me. John Aitken. Good morning, John, who's had a heavy snowfall today. Thank you very much. There's my sister. It took 2 hours and 40 minutes to get home from Luton Airport, which is closer. But see, that's what I don't understand. Luton Airport's up the M1. Well, it only takes me 2 hours and 30 minutes to get home. To get to Lincolnshire on a Monday night. So how is it? It took you 2 hours and 40 minutes because you stopped, you see. That's because you stopped. Snowing in Leatherhead, says Claire. Mixed in with the rain, definitely snow. Yeah, that's sort of... Actually, it stopped now. There's nothing at all now. That's what it was. It wasn't just snow. It was... what's that called? Sleet, isn't it? Sleet. I think it was called sleet. Absolutely. Good morning. Fun things to do with tech. VPNs, a virtual private network, extends a private network across a public network and enables users to send and receive data across devices that were directly. Good morning to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not worried about messages. In fact, I'll ignore you now for the rest of the show after that comment, Mike. If I sit here and read messages, there is no show. Have you not learnt that yet, dear? There's no show. I used to do shows with no messages at all. I used to record the shows in various different locations. I used to take a camera outside and just do the show. And then people would send in emails afterwards. You're lucky to have the text box. The text box has caused more problems than anything else. I have to tell you, ever since I've been doing this for 14 or 15, nearly 15 years now, and there was a lot of problems that have come now due to having a text box. It's true. It's true. A lot of problems. People rowing on here. Rowing with each other. You know, and pointing out silly little things that mean nothing really. Little things that mean nothing that I never got before the chat box. So be careful, Mike. Or I might turn it off altogether, dear. Oh, then you'll lose everyone. No, I won't. I'll probably lose some people, but not everyone. Text box is there for your benefit. Do not abuse it, dear. Where's Greta? Is she on here this morning? Greta Thunberg? Morning to DJ Craig. Good morning to DJ Craig there. Don't forget those thumbs up, incidentally, boys and girls. We need 20... Let's see how many we've got for today. 31. We need 23 thumbs up to be able to give out the raffle tickets, which are coming soon. If we don't get 23 thumbs up, no raffle tickets. Okay? No raffle tickets if we don't get the thumbs up. Incidentally, I nearly forgot. Dr. Gregorian... If you could just email me what you wanted there, my friend, okay, with your £4. Thank you very much for your £4.99 food super chat. It's very kind of you, darling. Just email me with what you want, and that will be in the post and the full address that you want it to go to. I'm just wondering if you want it to go back to Armenia or not. Is it Armenia? How long are you there for, or will it be going to London? Whatever. Anyway, just send me the address that you want that to go to, preferably London. Then I won't have to walk down to the post office today because I don't want to go out. Because it's too cold and evil and nasty up there. All right. Mick, darts or anything between 20 and 100 quid. Yeah. Paul says darts are cheap. A board is only 50 quid. So that's it. Michael, Gemma Collins eats so much food you could invite grandma for afternoon tea. Is that everyone? Trevor Campbell, what's he saying there? Let's have a look. She's going to see Mick and Mandy for the day. What, Gemma? Oh, no, Greta. Little Greta. Little Greta. Good. There we are. Okie doke. Mandy's off to the airport as we speak with baseball bat in hand to meet and beat Greta. Poor little Greta. Good morning to Stephen Petty. Hello, welcome to the show, Stephen. Welcome to the show. All right. Good. Right, camera one. There we are. That's better. So hurry up. How are we doing on those likes? 20 now. How many did I say? 23, I think I said, didn't I? 23 likes, and then we can start doing the raffle tickets. All right. I haven't told you what I've been up to, have I? On Tuesday night, I went out to Croydon with a very, very good friend of mine, Matt. He's a DJ, although he's had a bit of bad news recently. They've just cut his money from £150 to £100 for a Saturday night for a long gig. There's no money to be made from DJing now. Seriously, if you're a young person, or not necessarily old, but if you're thinking about being DJing and you've never been a DJ, forget it. If you're doing it to make money, forget it. If you're doing it for the love of it, yeah, carry on and do it. I did it for the love of it. I did make a lot of money along the way, but that's not why I went into it. That's not why I do what I do. I've no interest, as you know, in becoming one of those super rich people. What for? I've got nothing I desire, nothing I want. Oh, wow, look at that lovely gold ring. Whoopie-doo, a gold ring. How's that going to change my life by owning that gold ring? Answer, it won't. It won't. Just a moment. A very good morning to you. Yes? Millions of people watching at the moment, dear.
Show them.
Pardon?
Oh, we have a cat.
Oh, you got a cat? Okay. Let's show them the cat. There you go. Look at that cat. What's her name?
Coco Chanel.
It's Coco Chanel the cat. Look at the little red thing because she's had an operation. She's got a, what do you call it? A red leotard.
Yeah, she had a fallopian tube removed.
Oh, bless her. Bless her. Little cat. Isn't she lovely? What?
My arm.
What about your arm?
Plaster cast.
Right. How does that affect anyone's life watching this programme?
Well, you have to be nice. You have to say, my friend has hurt himself.
Of what interest is that to anyone watching this show today?
Anyway, more interesting than that.
Yes.
So I just rang home serve.
Yes.
Interested viewers. Turn the camera around.
Oh. Can I call you after the show? Is that all right?
So is what all right?
Can I ring you after the show, dear?
Oh, very quickly, they'll like this.
Okay.
So I was paying 25 pence a month.
Yes.
They then wanted me to pay £7.50 a month.
Oh yes, you come out the.
A massive increase.
Yes.
It may only be a few pounds, but it's the principle.
It's not a few pounds. 23 pence to £7. I'll be off, mate.
Yeah. So I rang them. Oh, and this is the man spoke. Hello, this is home serve. How can I help you today? You want to cancel? Is there any particular reason for that? At the moment, you've got cover for a block toilet, which is estimated at £73 to £153, and a broken sink, which is estimated at £199 to £453. I can look at the quote for you again. I can get it down to £6.50. That's just how it was. I said, you're very enthusiastic about your job, aren't you?
Did you say that? Yeah, go on.
Yes. I like to help people. No, I said, don't think is it the price? I'm afraid I can't get it down any further. No, it is the price. I said, there's quite a jump from 25 pence to £6.50. Yes, but you get cover for a block toilet at £99 to £154. I just thought, I'll go away. But yeah, rip-off merchants.
Rip-off merchants, dear. Who's that? Home serve.
They entice you with the minuscule amounts, and then they whack it up at the end of the contract.
That is exactly what they do. We've got some messages from you.
Painful.
We've got some messages. Oh. Nothing about your arm, just about the cat. Michael Lawrence says, love the cat, I'm coming to take it. Mandy says, so. Beautiful cat.
She has a tracker.
She's got a tracker. Has she got one now?
Yeah, she's got a tracker.
Oh, you want to get one for the other cat, Vuitton?
They've all got trackers in their necks. You can't take them anywhere without me knowing.
Right, I shall ring you later.
Oh, bye-bye
About 20 minutes, dear.
then.
Thank you.
About 25. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. What's that red button do? Red button. Oh. Oh, damn, he got there before me. How am I not? Oh, I've got a phone call, a missed call here. Who's that? 404715. Oh, I think that might be the estate agent. There we are. That might be the estate agent. Where were we now? That is a lovely cat, isn't it? That really is a nice cat. Mandy is the same height as Greta, so it'd be a fair fight. Yeah, that's fair enough with me, That's fair enough with me, Mandy. Fair enough with me. Excellent. Oh, 23 likes, which means we're now doing the raffle tickets. Just a moment, please. Just one moment. 482, 486. Just a moment. Let me just tear a few more out. Who wants a raffle ticket for Monday's raffle? 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, incidentally, those of you that play the bingo, a request from me. If you're not going to be playing the bingo for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or you want to come out of it altogether, can you let me know? Can you let me know by email? And I'll remove you from the system. It just unclogs the bit at the top where sometimes people win and they're not there. And it kind of holds up the game for everyone else. So if you're not going to be there for a while, whether it be 1 week or several weeks, then please do let me know and I can remove you from the system. And as soon as you want to join again, just let me know and I'll re-add you. No problem at all, right? That's just a little favour if you could do that for me, my darlings. All right, off we go then. Here comes the raffle tickets. Michael Lawrence first in there today. 482 for young Michael. Thank you, Michael. John Aitken, 483. Gavin Bass, 484. Tony King, 485. Paul and Lou, 486. Michael Palman, 487. Fran Green, 488. Scrolling. Diane Jebb, 489. Mick Davenport, 490. Oh, do you remember LaBelle yesterday? We were saying we couldn't find her message. And indeed, when I finished the show, I looked back because I thought we must be losing her messages. Well, we mentioned here on the show, because LaBelle always pops up at the end again and say, we've missed her out, which indeed it didn't look like we had done. And I asked some of you, can you see LaBelle's message? And none of you could see it. But LaBelle then said, the raffle tickets are all over the floor now, dear. Oh, God. Just a moment now. You're going to have to wait while I pick all these up now. Just a moment. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, it's those blooming things, those collarbones that I thought I'd chucked away. One of those had fallen in here as well. Hang on a minute. Let's pick these all out. There we are. Wait for someone to moan. There we are. Got them all. There we are. Oh, is that all of them? There we are. All back in here, dear. All back. Let's put that on the floor now for safety. Where are we now? So that's 4. No, how is that? Where's this come from? Oh, it's come from out of there. That's it. It's come from out of there. Let's put that back in there. Well, Mick Davenport. Who's after Mick Davenport? There we are. Rachel, 491. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was saying. 491 for Rachel. Yes, so the lovely LaBelle sent me a screenshot. She's watching on a mobile phone, see? She sent me a screenshot, and there it was. Her message, exactly where she told us it was, straight after Mick Davenport and before Diane, I think. There it was. You could see it. Her message there. On our screen, we couldn't see it. So I have no idea why that is, because it's not like her messages don't get through. I'm wondering if it's when it's really busy a really busy message time. For example, when we're doing the raffle tickets, because that's when everyone's sending a message at the same time. And I'm not convinced that every single message comes up at that point. Certainly LaBelle's doesn't. So if you're one of those people that often you think that we've skipped across you, it probably just hasn't appeared. You may be able to see it on your device. No one else can. So if you're one of those people, can I just suggest that perhaps you might wait until all the people I've read out, and then when I say, have I missed anyone out, then just put ticket please then, and I reckon that will sort out that problem. All right, so we just discovered that yesterday, actually, and I'm glad we did. Glad we did, because I hate to miss people out. You know, sometimes I do wonder what the way you say you've missed me out again, like I'm doing it on purpose. No, I'm not doing it on purpose. But I'm glad we discovered that yesterday. All right, my loves. So that was Rachel. Where's Rachel now? We got to Rachel, didn't we? Where's Rachel? Rachel, babyface Rachel. There's Rachel. Gary Butler 492. Butler 492, Jack Matthews 493, Colin K 494, Adrian 495, Mandy 496, Yvonne 497. Alan 498. $4.98 for Alan. Just a moment. Ross $4.99. There's my sister. She's washing. Giving little Olivia a bath, aren't you, this morning? I bet you missed that, hadn't you? Yeah, little Olivia, bless her up. Giving her a bath today. Thank you, Claire. 501. Oh, who's got 500? Oh, it's my sister. Shane, you got number 500. That's a good number. We like the big number. 500 and 1,000 are good numbers to have, yes. Claire, 501. Thank you, Claire. You do make me laugh, Chris. That's the idea, Yvonne. You know, now and again, there are going to be little bits and pieces that you might not find funny, but someone else will. There's always people on there willing to point out things that might be, oh, I think that might be a bit offensive. Well, don't watch then. Don't watch. We are here to try and make a few, the majority of people, smile now and again in their sad, lonely, pathetic lives. And I hope this morning you have done, all right? It does happen quite often, Tony. I'm sure it does. Dropping things. RT thought I'd just kick the bucket then, didn't you? Mike Reese Ponto, 502. Have I missed anyone out? Please speak now. Please speak now, my loves. If I've missed anyone out. All right, Mike. There we are. Olivia might well bring you big good luck, Sharon. Have you won anything? Oh, you won the bingo the other week, didn't you? What did you win? I can't even remember what you won. Was it a T-shirt? Did you win the big game or pen game? I can't remember now. Can't remember what you won now for the bingo. Anyone else? Please speak now if I've missed anyone out. Ask for your raffle ticket now. It looks like we got to the end of the list. Thank you very much for your thumbs up. Okay? This is a new thing we're doing now, boys and girls, to get those thumbs up. It's a shame that you have to force people to do it by withholding raffle tickets. But if that happens, it's either thumbs up or send Mandy round. Be careful. Mick says my tickets are under the desk now. Well, that sort of comment makes me want to put them under the desk, Mick. I noticed it didn't come from your wife. Only you. Mandy, you know what to do, darling. Thank you very much, Mandy. Sean Pye, 503. Thank you, Sean. Sean Pye, 503. It was a black large T-shirt. Yeah, that'd be down in the bag already for you, Shah. That's as soon as people win prizes, I like them done. Do you know what I mean? So yours, obviously not in the post. They're with all my washing. You've got a massive amount of shirts to iron, Shao. There's got to be at least £7 there for you. That's in money. I think it's going to be a 50. I think you're going to get £50 out of me, Sharon. God's sake. Imagine handing that amount of money over to your own flesh and blood. Don't you think she should do the shirts for love? I do. You should do the shirts for love. That's what you need to do. Thank you, Alan. Didn't we do yours, Alan? Yours was done. 498. 498, Alan. Okay, 498. Anyone else missed out on the raffle tickets? Please speak now. Oh, there's another like coming there. Thank you very much. 24 now. Yeah, thank you very much for the thumbs up. It does help. As I say, we are here for a little bit of a laugh, boys and girls. Now and again, someone will be offended. That's just how it is. You know, we're not snowflakes on this channel. You need to be able to take it out, to take it, and also to give it as well. You need to be able to... I hope that you think I can take it as well as giving it. All right? So, now and again, if someone gets offended, so what? You know, you put on any of those TV shows that we used to watch years ago, and there was always a little bit of offence in there, but we just laughed it off. And I hope whatever happens on this programme, you can just laugh it off, because that's what it's all about. There you go. Adrian, can you slow up a bit? I find it difficult to make my parsnip and carrot vegetarian soup. People... Oh, you're going to stink later, aren't you? Oh, carrot and I bet that's... Your bum's going to stink later. You want one of those banana... things to absorb the stink of the farts. It's bad enough when I walk past your table when you're sitting there in the pub. I don't know why anyone sits with you in that pub, to be honest, Adrian. Michael Lawrence, you never see him hanging around your table, do you? Certainly not. The stench that comes off on there. I thought something had gone off. Whoa, probably has. I did see Mandy's chocolate stash. I did. Very, very tasty looking. Not to be touched before Easter, incidentally. Bye-bye, Yvonne. Bye-bye, darling. Yeah, it's no use buying chocolate in the hope that you won't be punished. This will continue now for the rest of your sad, lonely, pathetic life. You know, at that moment when perhaps Mandy, it'd probably be you first, let's be honest. When Mandy's standing by that selection of machines keeping you alive and you say the wrong thing, off they go. She has the power in her finger. Talking of which, actually, there were 2 episodes of Holby last night. Or it seemed to be that. I'd already watched part of one, and I watched the end of it, and then it come up, you know, in the corner, another episode starts in 10 seconds. Unless I just didn't watch the end of the one. Hang on, what was last night? Was it Wednesday? No. Yeah, so I don't know if the Holby City was on 2 nights in a row. Mandy, do you know that? You watched that one, don't you? Was that? Adrian, Chris, you're getting confused. The smell was the last time when you were at the table, still lingering there. I don't think so, Adrian. I don't smell, darling. I only have man smells, darling, that other men like. You know, I always feel sorry for these young mothers. I feel very sorry for the young mothers, possibly which some are watching today. Young mothers, and they're pushing these prams, and the gorgeous young father is in tow. Well, there's a thing, pushing this pram. You gonna keep up or what? Talking to the gorgeous lads out there, and then I brush past them. And they get a little whiff of me, and then, oh, I'm just going into Sainsbury's as I just cross over into a supermarket, following me, young fathers. I get that. And then the girl's in tears. What can you do? You've either got it or you haven't, Got it or you haven't. Shouldn't have let yourself go then, my love, should you? And then the young fathers, they're trailing me, and, out of the goodness of my heart, because I am Roman Catholic, I don't want to come between families. I really don't want to come before. So I have to turn around and say, look, I know that you fancy me, young father. But you must go back to your wife. Or girlfriend. Don't have wives anymore, do they? Girlfriends. Some of them multiple girlfriends, apparently. They have several girlfriends. You know the old thing on the dating app, partnered looking for fun. Well, what does that mean? Well, they want to come around and play Monopoly? I don't think so. Terrible. There's no one-to-ones anymore. They're all at it with each other. Dreadful. Dreadful. Ghastly. Half of them go to our local church. Holby was on for 2 nights. Thank you, Fran. I thought it was Fran. I thought it was because, as I say, I came to the end of that one because if I remember rightly, I watched it. I don't watch it live, Holby, but normally on Tuesday night. So Tuesday night, when I've done everything else, whatever I do on a Tuesday night, then I'll watch that as a recording. So I didn't watch all of it. So I left about 10 minutes and I thought I'll watch the rest on Wednesday or something like that. So last night, as you know, I had a very busy day yesterday, which I'll tell you about. Shall I save that till tonight? Are you a bit bored of me now? Have we done long enough now? I know you get bored of me eventually. I would get bored of me eventually. Do you want a bit more story today or shall I go? The choice is yours. It's make your mind up time, boys and girls. Make your mind up for another 20 minutes of show. Hit your like button now. Oh dear. Yeah, and I was watching it and it come to the end and the credits are rolling. I don't know about you. I like to listen to the music at the end. I know some people like being at the cinema and that. There's some people at the cinema, as soon as the credits roll, they're out. Now, you shouldn't do that because sometimes you'll get half the credits and then a little bit more of film. I've seen that before. Perhaps like a bit of an ending to tie up some loose wires or loose endings or what's that called? Some loose ends. Perhaps a few bits to tie up some loose ends at the end of the film, or perhaps a little prelude to the next part of the film or the next film coming out. You know? So you should always stay till the very end of that film. Sit there. A lot of people, the credits come out, they're walking out the door. And I know some of you probably, you're watching a programme, whatever it is, Doctor Who, whatever, and the credits come up, you've switched over straight away. Now, there are certain things that make me switch over television channels. Gemma Collins is the big one. Big, slight underestimation there. There's Gemma Collins or sports news. You know, so whoever it is on the telly. Very disappointed to see that Susanna and, what's his name again? Bill Turnbull is not on there this morning. It was the very boring Ben again. Ben Shepherd. Boring. Just such a boring person. Can we have Bill... Someone offer Bill Turnbull millions of pounds to appear on my telly in the morning. And you've got me. You've got me for Bill. You've got me for Bill Turnbull. Absolutely. Anyway, so they turn over straight away. You shouldn't do that. Anyway, so these credits are coming up after Holby sitting on. I'm listening to the music. Brilliant piece of music. And then the little thing popped up in the corner. Next episode starting in 8 seconds, 7 seconds. I thought, well, that's odd. I'm sure I'm up to date. So there you are. Fran tells us there were actually 2 episodes on consecutive. So presumably Tuesday and Wednesday, was it? So the other one was on Wednesday, which means I would imagine there's not going to be one next week. There probably won't. There must be some sort of boring football match on there. Oh, yeah. Go on, that's it, ref. Have you seen all the old blokes sitting in pubs shouting at TV screens like the ref can hear them? Pathetic. Mind you, I do the same at the Eurovision Song Contest. How many points did you give us, Ireland? We're supposed to be your friends. I know that business. Thank you, Fran. Tuesday and Wednesday. Don't know if it's because next week it won't be on for something. Yeah, I bet that's the case, Fran. I bet they've got a blooming football match on next week or something like that. Yeah, I think so. Do you think my parsnip and carrot vegetable soup stinks more? Does it smell? Does your soup smell then? Oh, blooming hell, I forgot my tablets. Does it smell then, that soup a lot? If there's anything really smelling like spicy, I put it outside and cook it outside overnight in a slow cooker. I don't know. I can't have the house fit. It's all right during the daytime, that's okay. But at night you wake up and you can smell spices coming up the stairs. No, that stops me sleeping, that does. I slept all right last night for a change. Rachel loves the smell of Brute. Yeah, that's a nice smell. Actually, Rachel, I got a very good aftershave from Body Shop. £11. Musk. There's two. I think there's a white one, and it's white, and the other one isn't called black. I can't remember what it's called now. Might be called dark. White and dark, or white and something else. I got the white one. I didn't like the smell of the other one. I've got that now. I wear that a bit on my chin. Do you know what I quite like to do? Have a shave and then you spray it on. It really stings. I like the pain and suffering that brings. I do like the pain and suffering of aftershave. And it does. You had a shave, you spray this, and it stings, doesn't it? Because it's doing good. It's killing all the evil bacteria that are living on your face at this moment. Watch out for evil bacteria living on your face. Who likes the pain and suffering of aftershave? See, ladies don't get that with perfume because most of them don't shave. Possibly one or two of you watching or listening to this show do shave, do you? But that is quite nice. Certain elements of pain and suffering are quite nice, aren't they, don't you think? Aftershave is one of them. And as I say, I got mine for £11, my aftershave. No need to go out, blooming, I don't know, down one of those posh shops and spend 50, 60 cents. My mate's got endless bottles of aftershave, him and his other half. You want to see it? I'll ask him if he'll allow me to take a photograph of his shelf or shelves of aftershave. Bottles and bottles of these little smelly things all in a row. Do they go off after a while? Aftershaves. I do like the pain and suffering of aftershave after you've just had a shave. Ladies, they get their little thing. If they're like, like me, bit common, bit rough round the edges. If you're like me, you're probably, you got a spray perfume, haven't you, ladies? You see them all. The tight ones go into a department store every day, say, "Oh, can I just try that perfume?" And they spray it, and then they're straight out the door. Dreadful! They never buy a damn thing, dear. Horrendous! How are shops supposed to survive when you're just going in and nicking all the aftershave, ladies? Come on, girls, please. They do. I've seen it with my own eyes. And as a Catholic, I cannot lie to you, boys and girls. They go in the local whatever, maybe Beals. Oh, but it's closed now, isn't it? Beals in Skegness, that's closed now. They go in Beals or somewhere like that when it was open. That's why they closed down. Because people like you are going in there, nicking their aftershave or their perfume. Not literally walking out the door with it. You can't do that in a shop. Oh, no. You know what you get if you do that? You go through those doors. Beep, 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 beep. And a man or woman comes up to you in like possibly plain clothes. Some of them dressed as nuns. Nuns! If you ever see a nun in a department store, it's probably a security guard. Don't be fooled by that kind old face and the false teeth. Don't be fooled by that. They are secret private detectives. And they're looking for people like you who keep nicking stuff from that shop. That's why Bill's has closed down. Because women and men were going in there saying, "Oh, can I just have a little sample of that aftershave?" And they're dabbing it away. Oh, no, I don't think I like that one. I'll see you tomorrow. And then they go to work. Outrageous. You're not buying anything. You're just having the free samples. I'm not saying you walk out with stuff because the security guard dressed as a nun is waiting to catch you as you go through that door. Beep, 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 beep. Excuse me, sir. Can I have a look in your bag, please? Yes, they're watching. You're on the cameras, dear. Cameras everywhere. Watching you. Straight. I wonder what sort of people they got watching those security cameras. Eh? Yes, I bet. What I can't understand, right? So you got these security cameras everywhere, okay? Security cameras everywhere. So you don't know what sort of people are watching these security cameras. Yeah, I mean, you don't, do you? How do you know they're not strange and mysterious people, boys and girls? Strange and mysterious people watching the security cameras. Yes, be very, very afraid. Right? So that's all right to watch all these people and children walking around, but don't ever try and take your own camera to little Johnny or little Mary's school sports day. or nativity play. Get your camera out, she'll be over. The teacher with the glasses down her nose. Excuse me. No taking pictures in here. You can't take pictures in here. No, we're not allowed. Parents don't want you. Other parents don't want you to take pictures in here. You can't take pictures in here. Oh. And then as you put your phone back in your pocket, by the way, we're selling them outside, £10 each. You see what I mean? There's no sense to that. If you can't take a camera to take pictures of your own children at the school that they attend, and now and again, unfortunately, while you're taking a picture of little Johnny or little Mary, while you're taking a picture, there are occasionally going to be other children there. That's just how it is, right? And then you get another parent come over. You take pictures of my kids. You taking pictures of my kids. And yet, when they're in department stores or places like that, they don't run up to the office and say, who's looking at these cameras? Who's looking at... It's the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Isn't it? Anyway, back to the story. Back to the story about the perfumes. You know, and if you've got a bit of money, you won't be spraying stuff on, dear. No. You'll be dabbing it on out of one of them bottles. You know, little bottles, as you take the little lid off there and you dab it with a little bit of glass. It's like the glass top on there. In a posh department store. Posh. Probably not many around here. You'd have to go to London for that sort of thing. Somewhere like, the Big H. Harvey Nicks, Harrods, I don't know, Selfridges. John Lewis as well, maybe. Not quite there, John Lewis, but they're not far off it. You know what I mean? So they go, the posh people go in there. Can I just have a little sample of this? And they get handed over this bottle of perfume, I don't know, worth £10,000. Don't they? Huh? And then they dab. Not like you. Not like you. Psst, psst, psst. Not like... No, they dab. Dab, dab. And do you know what happens then? They do exactly the same as you. They say, oh, that one's not for me, and they're out the door, and they buy nothing. It's outrageous, dear. Please, please, please. If you're going in places to test the perfume at least once a month, buy a bottle. That's why your bills has closed down. Terrible, really. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Tony, give us a story. You just had another one. There we are. Brute, slap it all over. Do you remember that? Was it Harry? Was it Harry? Was it Harry, the boxer commentator? Harry, was it them who advertised Brute? It was a boxer, wasn't it? Or was it, was it? Oh, God, I can't remember now. It's so long ago, isn't it? Those wonderful boxers. Muhammad Ali, of course, possibly the... Frank Bruno and Harry. All right, Harry. Do you remember him? Oh, that was a great pairing up. That was the commentator, the boxer Frank Bruno, and the commentator Harry Carpenter. What a great pairing that was. That worked for. Isn't it funny how you get some like pairings up like that, which are not done purposely, but it just happens. I love it. I love it. John can't wait to see the final episode of Flesh and Blood. I've not watched that at all. I don't know anything about that one. There's so much to work on the telly at the moment. There really is, isn't there? There's an awful lot to watch on the work. Does anyone remember Blue Stratos aftershave? Yes. I remember Blue Stratos. I don't think I ever watched it. Blue Stratos. That does ring a bell as well. Good morning to Colin Coates. Hello to you. Mick Hughes is Escape from Calvin Klein. Don't know that one. Thank you, Sharon. Henry Cooper, that's the one. Henry Cooper. We remember Henry Cooper, the great boxer. Him and Harry. Harry Carpenter was the was the commentator. Mick, Mandy could start her own perfume shop. That sounds quite nice. Jack, I don't think they will exchange shirts. Not much happening at the end of women's cricket games. Is that what you're hoping? The women are going to exchange shirts like the blokes do at the football pitches. Outrageous. John, we've got 10 bottles of cologne after shaving in the bathroom. Spent a fortune on them. Some of them are so dear. As I say, I know people that spend 50, 60, 70, upwards of £100 on a bottle of smelly stuff. I've just paid £11 at the body shop and I thought that was expensive. Now we want the cheap stuff. Just get the cheap stuff. It all does the same thing. What's the idea? The idea of aftershave is to kill any of the bacteria on you, isn't it? And perhaps leave a little smell after. I might purchase another bottle today. I'm going to have a look in Lidl. That's where I'm going for my after. Aldi, do they do aftershave? Aldi, I bet it's all right. I was like 99 pence a bottle. Yes, please. Jack says the Olympics look like they might be postponed due to the virus. Yes, I've seen that as well this morning on the BBC. I'm back on the BBC News now. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't bear watching that miserable git Ben Shepherd this morning with the fake smile. I'm back over to the other side now. No, we need the other bloke back. We need the other bloke back from on who was on ITV this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, wasn't he? Where are we? The FA Cup next Tuesday. Oh, is that what it is? FA Cup next Tuesday. That's why there's no Holby. I think what happens is that they make them all, don't they? And suddenly they've got this extra episode. I suppose it has to fit in. Yeah, because, and there is a reason for that, it's because of the Christmas time. There are certain periods of the year, Easter, Christmas, perhaps there's something like, what can we think of? Like the FA Cup. FA Cup, right? And in a particular programme, like Holby, they might have a story in there which involves, pray God that this doesn't happen, some sort of disaster at the FA Cup, right? And there's, we've got a disaster at the FA Cup, and they all come in. They, actors obviously come in and are dealt with at Holby City. Well, if they don't match that up, it will look wrong, won't it, to the viewer? Like at Christmas. So imagine they've made 52 Holby cities, right? And then they've missed a couple out because they've put football on or something out like that. Then we get to Christmas, right? But the show hasn't yet got to Christmas. It would look odd because then Christmas would fall halfway through January, and you're thinking, why have they got Christmas trees up in January? So I think it all has to fit in. So they obviously work it out. So hang on a minute, we've got an extra show here. We'll have to put it on there, and then they take something else off to put that on. I don't know what did they take off to put Holby on last night. I actually hate it. I actually hate it when they take off programmes to put on football because I'm not a football fan. That being said, there's an awful lot of you out there, so I kind of get that. Rachel watched Birds of Prey. I don't know that one, Birds of Prey. Either, I'm afraid. Birds of Prey. No. Jack doesn't use any. I've got a beard. Well, I had a little bit of a sort of thing going on for about a year and a half. I took it off. And I found it incredibly difficult to keep it nice and in shape. I just got on my nerves in the end, that thing. Who's got palpitations? Has someone got palpitations? Dolce and Gabbana. Yes, that is a lovely smell, John. I think that's one of those that my mate and his other half got Dolce and Gabbana. But not necessarily. If a smell smells nice on one person, will it smell nice on someone else? Often it works out differently. I think it depends on the smell of your skin and perhaps where you're from. I went round to my nephew's house in January. I'd been cooking something, right? And I'd been cooking it in the caravan because it was daytime. Again, in the slow cooker, lots of spices. And I walked in and I'm sitting down there with Gary and Harry, who said nothing. But Stacey, who's Gary's wife, she don't hold back. She's got something to say, she'll say it, which is not a bad way to be about things, I think. And she said, "What is that smell?" And I'm like, "What smell?" And she says, "It's you. You smell foreign." She says, "You smell foreign." I said, "Oh, I've been cooking." That's what it was. And all the spices had gone into my clothes, you see. I smelt foreign, apparently. Text coming here from Mr. Simon Keane. Good morning to you, Simon, who writes on the show the other day about the sleep thing we were doing. It was the 4-7-8 method, wasn't it? So breathe in for 4 seconds. hold it for 7 seconds and let it out over 8 seconds and repeat. Mr. Chop Chop, I think you should use the 4-7-8 method at your karaoke nights. 4 slow ballads, 7 fast songs, then 8 more fast songs repeat. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. P.S. A guy from Hollyoaks on Celebrities Go Dating, I've no interest in that show, said he's God's gift to women. Please tell him, yeah, if God shops at car boot sales. Thank you. Another celebrity programme that we're all bored of that the kids love. Oh, they love it, seeing a celebrity on the telly, don't they? Mick, I paid £150 for Mandy's Angel gift set. What the hell's that, an Angel gift set? I don't know what that is. Is that from Boots or somewhere like that? Let's see. Let me type it in. Angel gift set. Did you say Angel's gift set? Hang on a minute. Angel gift set. Let's see what that's about. Oh, it's a perfume gift set. It says £51 here, you lying git. Did you get 2? Is that what you told her? £150. It says £39 here from Woucher. Are you lying? Is that what you told her? 150 quid. It's him, Mandy. He's lying, darling. It's him. Oh, dear. £39.99 or £42 from the perfume shop. 39 from Living Social. 51 from the fragrance shop. That's the dearest. Oh, hang on, we're going up here. £64 from Fragrance Avenue. But basically, you can get that for 40 quid. Are you lying? Is that what you told her? It cost you £150? I don't think so. Did you think? Oh, hang on. They do it at Debenhams. How much is it in Debenhams? In Debenhams, the Angel perfume gift set is... One moment. Oh, I don't say. Oh, hang on. 50 quid. 50 quid. £150 my foot. Please. It's him, Mandy. It's him. It's him. Oh, gosh. That is funny. Angel is gorgeous perfume. My mum's favourite. Yeah, Claire likes it. See? Claire, your mum's lovely. Angela. Angela is Claire's mum. She pops along to the karaoke. What a lovely lady she is. Lovely, lovely lady she is. Right. Okay. Right, let's do today's birthdays. There's quite a few birthdays. Now, don't forget, we're back tonight, gang. If you're around tonight, you fancy a little bit of a phone call, then feel free to ring in. Okay, that's tonight. Start sometime between 7 and 9 o'clock tonight, okay? Be with you somewhere between 7 and 9 o'clock for a start time tonight. Mick says it was 100 millilitres plus a pencil, perfume, plus it's £150 on a pencil. Why don't you go to Ryman's? God's sake, man. You got money to throw away, dear. I'm going to have to get in touch with Ian Duncan Smith. I think you're getting far too much money, dear. Ian? Hang on a minute. Where is he now? I've got his number here. Ian? Yeah, as a bloke here, you're sending too much money to these people, dear. Oh, I know, awful. Come on, let's do today's birthdays and I'll do your final messages there. Happy birthday on this Thursday, the 27th of February 2020 to David Hunt. Hello, David. Very, very, very good friend of mine. He really is. He runs a pub at the moment. He used to come along to the karaoke's and places like that. Happy birthday to you, David. I don't know how old you are. You're 30, 35, 36, I would guess. Jason Sutton. Hello, Jason. 52 years old today. Jason Sutton today, 52 years old, boys and girls. The top drag queen in the UK. Absolutely, without question. Jason Sutton, he does a little TV show as well on a Brighton, I think Brighton Television or something like that. Somewhere on the south coast, Brighton and Isle of Wight. And he's very good friends with someone I work with, Mick Mendoza, who is a very, very talented broadcaster. So happy birthday to you, Jason. Frankimo, 31 years today. Happy birthday, Frankimo. Peter May, 79. Happy birthday, Peter. 79 years old. Only one more year to the big 80, Peter. All right, happy birthday to you, Peter. John Dixon, good morning, John. 50 today. Jarrad Brook. He is on the radio a lot in Australia, or Australia, as the lads say, Australia. And Jarrad, actually, radio presenter jobs, they're known over there as radio announcers. He is a radio announcer, but it's basically presenter. They call them announcers there. Funny, isn't it? Radio announcers. Happy birthday to you, Jarrad. I was on an internet station with him called CMP Radio 12 years ago now. Long, long time. Time goes so quickly. 33 today. A pleasure to know you, Jarrad. I'm glad your career's going very well. Let's see you on ABC at some point, okay? Happy birthday. Mike Coday. Or Code, I think it's Code 57 today. Happy birthday, Mike. Colin Kennelly, good morning, Colin. Or Chris Kennelly, sorry, Chris. Flower Man Chris, happy birthday. 58 years old today. Peter Bliss, good morning, Peter. Happy birthday to you. Yesterday's birthdays, because we weren't here yesterday. Stephen Grant, you'd know Stephen Grant. He was the singer in Tight Fit. In the jungle, the mud. I wanted to be one of the girls dancing either side of him, but they had to have more feminine women. I know, more feminine men. Unbelievable. Happy birthday, Stephen. In Fantasy Island, oh, we're gonna dream about true love, holding us together, starshine, Fantasy Island. La da 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 da. I have a dream. That one. That's Stephen Grant. It was his birthday yesterday. I notice you're hiding your age, Stephen. Huh? Spends his life down the gym. Happy birthday, Stephen. Carla Slater. Good morning, lovely Carla. 48 years old yesterday. Andy Cole. Andy was one of Audi's big managers, actually. I worked with him as well in a couple of bars. Andy Cole was 40 years old yesterday. Happy birthday, Andy. Patricia Devlin is my cousin-in-law. I think cousin-in-law it would be classed as, because Martin is my cousin, so I think she's cousin-in-law. Happy birthday to Patricia. Happy birthday to you for yesterday. Robert Brown. Morning, Robert. Happy birthday for yesterday. Chris O'Hara's birthday yesterday. And finally, Tom Gocher, who was a customer at the place in Clapham that I worked some years ago now. So happy birthday, gang, to you all. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday, girls and boys. One lot of final messages there. Lots of people wishing everyone happy birthday, which is always so nice for you. Really nice of you to wish people happy birthday. Let's have a look. John, Miss Jason is hilarious. Yeah, John's talking about Miss Jason. She really is the top drag queen in the UK. And John also knows Stephen Grant, who was in Tight Fit. Excellent. Alrighty, boys and girls, that's it for the show this morning. Back with you tonight, okay, for a little bit more of a chinwag. I hope you can join us. We'll be starting sometime between 7 and 9 o'clock tonight. You'll be able to call in if you want to. Please have something to say if you're going to call in, rather than just I just wanted to say hello, because that's a bit boring for everyone else who's listening, you see, listening and watching. I do try and think what would be more interesting for everyone else to hear. So that's why I say that. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you again tonight between 7 and 9. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye now.